What's up, guys? We are back taking a look at some more NBA player props today on Wednesday over on PrizePicks. You guys are probably already on PrizePicks, but if you're not already, you can join right now with the link down in the description below. And promo code DOMG can get you a first-time deposit match up to $100. But we've been absolutely killing it this NBA season. Just 2 days ago, we had a 6-0 NBA sweep, and hopefully we can kind of continue that run that we've had. So looking to go ahead and cash some player props today over on PrizePicks. I technically have 3 player props for you guys, 2 that are PrizePicks exclusives, and 1 for kind of you sportsbooks guys or people that are not exactly on PrizePicks. So 3 different player props I'll be talking about in today's video. Let's go ahead and just hop straight in. But before we do so, make sure you guys go ahead and take a look over at my DubClub. My DubClub, if you don't know what DubClub is, it is a messaging service that sends all of my player props to you, all my entries, everything. It gets sent to you 4 different ways: through Discord, DubClub app, their app that they have, through push notifications, email, or Telegram. You guys can get literally every single play that I make sent to you through this right here. The link for it is down in my description below with 2 different special offers. My player props come for a bunch of different sports, which includes the NBA, NHL, MLB, and the NFL. I've sent my plays out to over 1.9 thousand subscribers. We've gotten tons of new members, by the way. I mean, it's absurd how many new members we've gotten. I'm definitely doing a giveaway very, very soon over on my Twitter, so go give me a follow at DOMG Props over on Twitter. Link for that is also down in my description below. But we just had a 6-0 sweep just the other night. You can see right here some of our wins that we have been having from over on the DubClub. My player props, by the way, come for 4 different player props, 5 actually, different player prop sites, which include PrizePicks and Sleeper, and also some underdog, parlay play, and chalkboard mixed in as well. 5 different player prop sites for 4 different sports, and also 4 different ways to receive my plays. So you guys can see right here that I'm reputable and not just talking out of my ass. You can see right here my lifetime net winnings on PrizePicks are over $5,000, as you can see right there. So that's just straight from customer PrizePicks support. No units where you can manipulate it on Picket or whatever. Just straight up dollar amount from customer service right there. You can see my lifetime net winnings on PrizePicks. 2 different special offers if you're interested in joining my DubClub. You can get 2 months for the price of 1. You're only paying for 1 month, yet you're getting 2 months, and that is of all access. That is all player prop sports right there, as you can see right there. The second offer is NBA only. It's only my NBA player props, my basketball props, but you get $5 off of your first month. So if you guys are interested in seeing like my NFL, my MLB, my NHL, then you guys can check out the all access and get a free month essentially, or you guys can just get the NBA right there for $5 off your first month. But with that being said, links are right there or down in my description below. But let's hop in and get to these player props I'm going to talk about in today's video. Just finally, make sure you guys go ahead and join the free Discord link down there. Link is down in my description below. My Twitter, that's free. You have some free plays over there as well, and some giveaways as well. Go give me a follow over there, and just make sure to play responsibly and at your own risk. These are just player props that I'm liking for today's slate. I'm not telling you guys to play these or anything like that, so make sure you guys look into these a little bit more on your own. But let's hop in and get to what I'm liking for this slate. So run over to the NBA first half category. If you guys are on a sports book or are not on PrizePicks, then skip a little bit in the video. I'm not gonna get mad at you guys if you skip in the video, and you guys can find the third player prop in this video, and that will kind of be more for you. But if you're on PrizePicks, absolutely love this player prop. I will have close to 2 units if I'm able to find some pairs for him here. But it's gonna be Jason Tatum over 12.5 first half points here. I like him up to, I think 13.5 is fine, but it's really a little bit more on the risky side. I would love the number at 13 or less, but Jason Tatum, he's in a great spot here at 12.5 first half points in my opinion. I really love the spot right there for Jason, and let's kind of talk about this here and why I like Jason Tatum so much. So his first half game log here. So of course he's playing in a blowout potential game. It's the Boston Celtics, a top 2 team in the East, facing the Pacers, who are like a bottom 3 to 4 team in the East. So this game has massive blowout potential. It's like an 11.5 point spread or something ridiculous, which is why we are pivoting to the first half and why these first half numbers are so damn good. You can see right here what he's done in his last couple of games. He had 16 against Washington, took him in that game, by the way, over his PRA. He had Miami right there with 14, a tougher matchup, and then the New York Knicks right there with 19. So I think Tatum, 13 first half points, not too big of a deal right here for Jason Tatum, I think. You take a look at what his game log looks like right here, dating back to kind of last season. This is not including the playoffs, but Tatum is over this in 67% of games between this season and last season, 67%, but then moves from a 67% up to 77% at home. Over this in literally 77% of his home games between this season and last season. And he faces the Pacers, one of, if not the highest fast-paced team in the entire NBA, and an amazing matchup here. So Tatum should be in a freaking smash spot here. He did face the Pacers a couple times last season, 3 times to be exact. He had 21, 6, and 13 points, so he was able to go over with the hook right there, shooting 3 for 10, but that other game right there, he only had 6 points right there with 3 free throws, only shooting 1 for 8. So, 8 field goal attempts is enough for him to get this one done, but it's just, that shooting, that was just terrible shooting right there. there, 1 for 8. The field goal attempts were there, but I think Tatum is in a great spot here to have 13, points in the first half. I mean, he's constantly just shooting like a maniac in the first half. You can kind of see what he's done. I mean, there's only been a couple games where he's not been in double-digit field goal attempts here, so he should have double-digit field goal attempts in this game. Like I said, the pace is going to be amazing in this game. The Pacers are actually a fast-paced team. Kind of funny with their name, whatever, but I just think it's going to be a great matchup for Tatum. I love the matchup. I love the fast-paced, kind of how that's going to go. I love the 77% hit rate at home compared to 67% just in general, and I think he's just in a great smash spot here. I'm going to have close to 2 units on Tatum as long as I can get some pairs up. DubClub, of course, gets everything, This was posted on the DubClub, by the way, at like midnight last night, so, I mean, they're getting these plays super, super, super early, so if you guys want to join the DubClub, like I said, now's when best to do so, especially if that Tatum prop jumps to like 13.5, then, you just got to be in the DubClub for that. But let's go over to the NBA first half category again for player prop number 2. But that Jason Tatum prop, man, I mean, that's just self-explanatory on why I like that one so much, and just giving you guys the reasons for that. But let's hop into this NBA first half one and the PRA. It's going to be 1 unit for me, and it's going to be Shaden Sharp over 14.5 first half PRA. I don't know what's like off my screen right there. I don't know what's going on there, but that's Shaden Sharp over 14 first half PRA. They're having a lot of issues right now on desktop. I don't know what the issue is going on right now with PrizePicks, but whatever. I'm liking Shaden Sharp over 14.5 first half PRA wherever you went right there. I like his over right here against Detroit. I think he's going to be in a great spot. So let's talk about Shaden Sharp here in his first half PRA here. So when points with Tatum, I'm going PRA this time with Sharp. So there is going to be no Anthony Simons here for the Portland Trailblazers. He has been out. He's out with, I think, a thumb injury or something like that. Something like that, 4 to 6 weeks. It's something crazy. But he has had 20, 20, and 18 minutes. Of course, some of these are rounded up here on Statmuse. So really 21, 20, and 19 minutes in those 3 games right there. So he's been very, very good when he sees the minutes. On top of that, the field goal attempts are up right here with Simons out, and which is actually kind of funny because he's just coming off of 5 and 6 right there. But the point is, he's been absolutely great when it comes to seeing the minutes. You can see what he's done with 18 plus minutes in his career. Like I said, he's had this in his last 3 games without Simons, and with the Trailblazers not having Lillard there, and just kind of things like that. So he should be a lock to have 18 plus minutes in the first half of this one, where he is over this in 10 out of 12 games with 18 plus minutes between this season and last season. 10 out of 12. Now you factor in the matchup against Detroit. I think it should be a great spot here for Shaden Sharp. I was actually able to play him last game against Toronto, where he was able to drop 15 right there. So he was able to go over, I think he was at 14. I took his over. So he did end up catching the over by 1 right there. But I still like him at 14.5 here, and what should be a better matchup than Toronto, the Detroit Pistons. I think the Pistons, they are one of the more fast-paced teams, I do believe. I might have switched a little bit since last season, but they should just overall be a great matchup for Shaden Sharp here. I see the shot attempts trending up a little bit because his shot attempts have actually been down the last 2 games compared to his usual games when he sees those minutes. So, he's had games with 15 and 14 field goal attempts in the first half. I mean, he just has a lot of upside, I think, here to see a crap ton of minutes and also the field goal attempts to be there, and hopefully he's just able to catch his over 14.5 first half PRA. I've really been loving these first half player props on PrizePicks, so if you guys, want to see some more, go ahead and join the DubClub. I've been absolutely smashing first half player props this year. I really should be tracking my first half record for these player props. I don't know why I'm not right now. It's kind of making me mad. I got to do it. So it's just because the record has been so good. I mean, we've been absolutely friggin' smashing first half player props. But with that being said, let's hop into the sportsbook play that I'm liking for today. Have not personally locked this one in quite yet, but I definitely do plan on locking this one in. But at the time of recording, I've not personally locked this one in quite yet. But I'm going to scroll down here until we find the Rockets game because I like, it's even not, there he is. Alperen Sengun over 31 PRA, over 31 points plus rebounds plus assists right there for Alperen Sengun. I think he's in a great spot against Charlotte. He's been able to just smash Charlotte in the past. You can see right here what he's done. Just last season, he had 38 PRA and 42 PRA in 39 and 32 minutes. He has been very, very good when he sees the minutes. He's had quite a few minutes this year with 28, 41, and 33. I believe there was actually a blowout in this Magic game, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that game was an absolute blowout. 30 points right there that got absolutely blown out, and he was still able to drop 28 PRA when losing about 5 minutes. So if that game was not a blowout, he should have been able to cash that one. And this game should not be a blowout. It's a 2.5 point spread, I believe, in favor of the Rockets. I think it is. I could be wrong about that one. Maybe Charlotte is favored 2.5. One of the teams are favored by 2.5. I'm not 100% sure who it is, but I think he's in a great spot here at 31.5 PRA. He did just fall on the hook right there against Golden State. So technically, he's only over this in 1 out of 3 games this year, but there was a hook right there in a tougher matchup against the Warriors where he possibly could have even seen more minutes than he did have in that one. I mean, he had 41 minutes right there against a Spurs. So we had 46 right there against Wemby. So I think he's in a great spot here against Charlotte. They are not a very good team at guarding opposing centers. Also, if you take a look at what other centers have done this year against Charlotte, like, Jalen Duren from the Pistons was able to drop 17 rebounds on Charlotte. And he also had quite a few points as well. He was very, very damn good. And Sengun is a guy that has a lot of upside for not only points, not only rebounds, but also assists. He's a big assist guy as well. He can definitely get, 6 assists. He could see 6 assists in this game. He said 7, 7, and 6 already this year. Against Charlotte last year, he had 3 and 6. So there's just a lot of upside here with Sengun. I think the minutes should be there. I think he's in a great spot right there over his 31.5 PRA. Personally, I've not locked that one in quite yet, but I definitely plan on locking that in, hopefully as long as it is still at that 31.5 number, which I expect it to be. But thank you guys for watching today's video. If we are not done quite yet, make sure you guys join the DubClub if you've not already, where we are catching some dubs. So if you guys want to join, link for that is down my description below. 2 different special offers. You can see that I'm reputable. 2 different special offers, like I said, going on. 2 months for the price of 1 for my all access, or $5 off your first month of the NBA package. But what you guys can also check out is the Daily Grind Correlation Tool. What this tool does is it finds correlation between certain, entries on these player prop sites. So they have for like Underdog, PrizePicks, Boom Fantasy, a bunch of different places, as you can see right there. But what this tool does is it finds expected value plays that are able to be correlated together. So let's take a look here at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in the Houston Texans game right here. So they have this correlated right here. So on PrizePicks right now, you can lock a 6-pick flex in right here, which has correlation. Because if it's a high-scoring game between the Texans and the Buccaneers, a lot of these player props are going to be more favored to go over. So if Stroud goes over his passing yards, Tank Dell's probably going to have, a good amount of receptions, and Colin's probably going to have a good amount of receiving yards. So it literally has a ton of entries right now. It literally has 60 current slips going on right now in this tool. So if you guys want to check this tool out, it has literally proven or earnings right here. It's up 420.6 units since August 18th. That is absurd. Plus 420.6 units right there since August 18th. That's absolutely absurd. It is definitely on the pricier side of this tool, but if you guys want to check it out, link for it is down my description below. If you guys do, again, want to go and check it out, it's definitely more on the pricier side. Like I said, it's upwards of like $200 a month, which is definitely pricey. Yeah, I'm not going to dispute that, but the earnings are definitely there, man. You can see the earnings right there, plus 420.6 units right there. So, and it gives you a crap ton of entries. So if you guys are able to, for the tool, and if it's something that you're a little bit interested in taking a look at, I personally love this tool. I think it is very, very good. It's got, like I said, proven results. So if you guys will check it out, link for it is down my description below. If you do end up purchasing the tool, it does help the channel out a ton if you do so. Otherwise, no worries. I got my player props in the DubClub. I have free plays on YouTube all the time. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Play your spots, play at your own risk. I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video. Best of luck.